Namaste friends. In this session, we are going to learn what is meant by degree of ionization and factors affecting on degree of ionization. So let us discuss degree of ionization. It is also called as degree of dissociation. Ionization and dissociation, these are the two words and they have the common meaning. Okay, so what is meant by dissociation or ionization? So the splitting of an electrolyte into ions, that is cations or anions, in aqueous solution is called as ionization or dissociation of electrolyte. The splitting of the electrolyte into the ions such as cations or anions in aqueous solution is called as ionization or dissociation of the electrolyte. For example, okay, now consider this is the example of AB is a salt, and this salt when dissolved in water or water is added in the salt, then what happens? The ions of the salts gets solvated. It forms the aqueous ions of the cation, okay, solvated ion of the cation and the solvated ion of the anion. So this is the cation and anion. So when you dissolve this salt in the water, what happens? The salts get dissociated or ionized in terms of the A plus ions and the B plus ions. So this formation of these ions is called as ionization. Formation of the ions is called as ionization or dissociation of the salts. For example, consider this example. Okay, this is the NaCl, sodium chloride. When dissolved in the water, what it forms? Okay, it forms solvated sodium ion and the solvated Cl minus ions. Okay, second example is of the acetic acid. Look at the acetic acid. So when you dissolve the acetic acid, what happens? This acetic acid will gets dissolved in the water and it forms the acetate ion and the H plus ion, solvated H plus ion and solvated acetate ion. Okay, so from that, the amount of the ions dissociated, or amount of the salts dissociated divided by total number of salts molecule is called as the degree of ionization, and this degree of ionization is represented by the symbol alpha. Okay, now definition of degree of ionization is it is the ratio of number of molecule ionized to the total number of molecules. Okay, so we can define, so degree of ionization can be defined as it is the fraction of total number of molecule of electrolyte that ionizes into cations or anions is called as degree of ionization. The fraction of total number of molecule of electrolyte that ionizes into the ions or cations is called as degree of ionization, and it is shown by the symbol alpha. The degree of ionization increased with dilution. Okay, degree of ionization increases, okay, here should be the word yes, increases with the dilution and it reaches to a maximum value at infinite dilution. Okay, this sentence is important. Sentence can be used for the MCQ examinations. So as you go on diluting the solution, what happens? What is the effect on the degree of ionization? Okay, when dilution increases, the degree of ionization of weak electrolyte increases. Second aspect of this topic is factor affecting on degree of ionization. Factor affecting on degree of ionization. So there are five factors which affects the ionization or dissociation of the salt. First factor is nature of electrolyte. Okay. So what is the nature of electrolyte? Whether it is a strong electrolyte or a weak electrolyte, it affects the ionization. Second factor is nature of the solvent. Okay, so which solvent you are using, whether you are using polar solvent, non-polar solvent. Okay, so that affects. Then third factor is concentration of the electrolyte, then fourth temperature, and last one is the presence of common ion. Let us discuss each factor in detail. So nature of electrolyte, first factor. Strong electrolyte dissociates completely, hence its degree of dissociation, that is the alpha, is more as compared to weak electrolyte. What happened with weak electrolyte? Okay, weak electrolyte dissociates partially or to the lesser extent. How much it dissociates is dissociates around 5%. Hence, its degree of dissociation is less. Hence, its degree of dissociation is less. Okay. Now, second factor is nature of solvent. So, solvent with high dielectric constant and high solvating power ionizes the electrolyte to a greater extent. The solvent which you are using, it should have high electric high dielectric constant and high solvating power. Okay, for example, water. Water is the best solution which have high dielectric constant and high solvating power. So when you dissolve the salt in such solvents, then its degree of dissociation is more. The solvent having less dielectric constant and less solvating power ionizes electrolyte to a lesser extent. For example, it's benzene. Third factor is concentration of electrolyte. The ionization or dissociation of electrolyte increases with the dilution. Ionization or dissociation of electrolyte increases with the dilution. Now let us understand with the help of this diagram. So this is our container containing the salt solution in aqueous media. Okay, the red dots is shows the cations and green dots shows the anions. Now this is the concentrated solution. This is the concentrated solution. So here the ions are nearer to each other. Now, when you dilute this solution, what happen? When you dilute this solution, what happen? Okay, these ions get separated from each other. You can see here, these ions get separated from each other. For further dilution, if you go on diluting more and more, then what is happening? Ions moves far apart from each other. Look at the distance between these ions. Ions are far more separated from the each other. Okay. Due to this, what is happening? The attractive and repulsive forces between the ions becomes negligible. The attractive forces and repulsive forces becomes negligible due to the dilution. Okay. Hence, the ionization increases. Hence, the degree of dissociation, that is alpha value, increases. Fourth factor is temperature. The ionization is an endothermic process. What is endothermic process? Okay, endothermic means the process in which heat is absorbed, and exothermic means heat is evolved. Okay, so for such dissolution, the degree of ionization increases with the temperatures. So in such case, when temperature increases, okay, when T increases, then alpha also increases. When T increases, alpha also increases. Now, presence of common ion. What is the effect of common ion on the degree of ionization? So look at the salt. This is the salt AB, and it dissociates as into cation A plus and anion B minus. Okay, I have shown the cation with the red pink dot and the anion with this green dot. Okay, with this dot. Now this is a container containing this ionic solution, and we have this anion as well as the cation with us. Okay. Now I will add another salt which have a common ion. Okay, so Cb is another salt and the common ion is here B minus. And when I add this Cb into the solution, what will happen? It will dissociate as C plus and B minus. It will dissociate as C plus and the B minus. Okay, and this B minus form, okay, I have shown here this B minus form. What it will do? It will combine with the A plus, and again it will form the, after combining with A plus, it will form undissociated molecule of AB. Okay, this will combine with A plus and it will form the undissociated molecule of the AB. So the common ion, in short, we can say that the common ion reduces ionization of the salt. This common ion reduces ionization of the salt. Okay, and this effect is also called as the common ion effect. Common ion effect. So in next lecture we will learn about ionization constant of weak acid, weak base, etc. So if you don't understand, if there is any misunderstanding, then please watch this session again and again. And if you still find difficulty, then please WhatsApp me or call me. So thank you for watching this session. Thank you.